Alright, it's been a few days and I haven't had a chance to record and start putting this thing back together, but anyway, gotta get this unit back down inside there after we got everything together, and it can be a little tricky. Obviously, putting that long bracket side down in there first, squeezing around here, making sure that that thing stays out of our way. Well, shoot, let's turn this thing around. Actually, I'm trying to do this thing all wrong. Okay. Jam in here, circle it around. Get that thing down on those studs sticking up. Just about have it whipped at that point. Get your wires up, there we are. Alright, so we're setting down in there. I get that 10 or 13, 13, 13, 12, whatever they were. Like I said, it's been a few days. Alright, let's get this one started right here. There's the one. My thumb is so bad. It hurts so much. No, that should not be a battle to start that silly thing on there. What the difference was. We switched both around there, kind of. Well, I think these were 12s, if I'm just thinking back. Go ahead and grab some tools here. Come screaming by like that. I need a really long extension here. I'm just going to double mine up and feed to that back nut straight down through here. That bracket on that pump. I believe I'm going to go ahead and put this pump in. I'm not going to connect the hose right now though. Let's go ahead and plug our electrical in. I think we can. There. Yeah, this bracket went over the top of our little water pump here. that. And there's 110 down on the bottom down there. Start that on. Alright, so we're going to twisting some brake lines around, getting them started. This one here and the one toward the back there, and there's a bracket on it. And we got all these brake lines right here. We've got to bring up. And then we're on the bracket over here. And that bracket actually is along the old unit there. Let's get that one out of there. That one hit the floor, so that's fine. Okay. Twist these up in here. I'm just going to lightly start this bracket bolt that holds all the lines in. I'm not going to tighten it up, just going to start it a little bit. Hold those in place. And then you got this hose. Comes around, gets into the back of this thing. There's the 10 millimeter or 12, whichever it was. I'll look that up in a minute. And the pin inside of it there. Let's line that up. There we go. And our hose goes on right there. We'll slide our hose on right there. It kind of falls back in place. A lot of the stuff when you start wiggling it around, trying to get it in there. Let's get that silly hose out of our way for a little bit. Not sure if I'll finish this one tonight. Maybe we'll get it most of the way. I'll take that one back out and start at the bottom and work my way up. I'm not left-handed, and I really miss my good, healthy hands. I know, wow, wow, wow. I'm just going to feel this a little bit. Yep, we're good. So we got to tighten that up. I'm going to pause the video, tighten that line, tighten the rest of those lines in that I've got to put in. And obviously, you know you've got to do that. Okay, I went ahead and put all the brake lines on. You didn't have to sit there and see that obviously all these got to go on here. Get screwed in, and this hose on the side right here, and one goes over the top, and we're plugged in. There's a bracket that holds that on, a 10 mil right there, and a bracket back on the back side of that pump that holds another piece on there. And then I got to put this on, a few little things. So let's get started here. There's a little tin that goes right down, like I said, right back in here. I'm going to tighten that up, and I put the heater hose on. Now I went ahead too, because you want to make sure you didn't have any leaks before you bolt everything together. And I don't recommend anybody do this to do it yourself or whatsoever, because bleeding it out, you need to pressure bleed this system. And I don't believe people have those pressure bleeders at home. If you decide that you're going to do it, just be prepared that you may not be able to get it bled out and get the air out by the old pump the pedal up and try method. This, like I say, going after all these little brackets. I got something hit me in the head there. There we go. My Oh, my one light went out, so I'm just using this. Let me pause for a second and see if I can, well, that's okay. I think we got enough light here to see what I'm doing. Brackets on top of this little pump here. Here's this heater hose that's got to go back on. Well. Right. Get my long needle nose and install that clamp. It usually works pretty well. Push it back on the back side. It's a little dark today and it's late in the afternoon. Well, I guess I'm going to need a screwdriver to get a little bit more leverage on that thing. And I put it back in the spot it was at. Now, I believe there was a pin down underneath the bracket going on that little hybrid pump. And I put back my little 1/4" ratchet. I put it up. Let's eat some M&Ms. All right. So I had to reach down across the back of these wires down here. I'm going to try to use a little ratchet wrench down deep and underneath and tighten this one up. Now that little water pump's already plugged in. This light's a little strange. It'll change to like sunlight. We'll change to that. You can see fine like that. Twisting this hybrid unit up and back around. It's so far in, we're going to leave it right about there because we got that wiring to install on all the orange stuff. So I'm just adjusting this camera a little bit. This wiring harness right here has got to go back in right there, which went up in the bottom, coming up here, and then the other one on the other side. See if I can wiggle it around and start plugging in stuff. Now it's notched and will only go one way. So make sure we line it up. I'm thinking right. You know that thing came out of there a whole lot easier than it's going back in there. Isn't that the way it goes? Now we're going. Let's see if that's right. Okay, yeah. Yellow insert has to go right there. Coming up through, and there's nice shiny 10mm bolts. They're just for that. It's not the shiny ones. Nope. find the shiny ones. There we go. And you got one going straight down there that's holding that piece on. It's got like a little washer on it. And one coming on the other side, right here, holding the other side up. Let's find that one with the washer on it. Let's see. We'll locate it here in just a minute. At least I hope so. I believe this audio is a lot better than the last one. The first one on this. Okay, I want to. I've got to find. I'm gonna find my other 10. If I don't, I can always grab it later. There it is. Get a light on it so I could see. There goes my telephone. Let me answer that. I will be back. Got it. Right down in there. That light just kind of blinds out the whole camera for some reason. Well, Milwaukee ratchets can be very strong. Walk around my camera here. We know we got that plug going in there. Make sure we get all of our wiring up that we're going to need. Going here in the top. See some more down there. So let's get these things twisted around where they go. I think we still got one big wiring harness that's kind of stuck underneath. There, that big one that's got to go in there. But what I'm looking for is some little ones. Get out of there. Because they got to come up into here and kind of got underneath this. There we are. These are starting to fit in place. You got to get this one like way over here. And any more wiring hanging this up, just making sure. Walking back and forth around this tripod a little bit. I'm just going to set that right there. back here. We gotta lift it up. There we go. How about that? Let's just drop our camera. Okay, people, sorry. What's going on there? Well, that's one of the things you deal with when you're doing this by yourself. All right, so I've got the big hybrid box just sitting down in here, and I need to look over my stuff. Make sure everything's going well, because I know this one's coming across here to here to here, and here to there. Grommet right there. So far, so good. Just feels like I got to think about what this one is right now, because I am not 100% sure. I'm gonna look around the back, and I thought it went right back down here. It's not that one. So move some wires around. Get our wiring figured out here. Pull this back out and just look around. I'm gonna pull that. Gonna plug that gray one in. I think way down in the back here. I guess one cool thing when you video, you can always go back and play your video that you did, and when you let something go for a long time, and figure out what you're missing. That's what I was looking for. A little gray plug right here. It was kind of eluding me there. Get it back in the bracket. Let's get you a better visual of that, if at all possible. Just gonna kind of lean this in. Well, not the greatest, but working all out in this area. You're on your orange plugs, your gray plugs. We will figure that one out, because it will be obvious here pretty soon where it goes. It goes up here. I remember now. Up here in this corral. So let's tuck it back down there out of our way. A lot of truth to old age and forgetfulness. So we got some more brackets here in the front. One straight away down in the back, straight down through here. Take that out again. That's interesting. When I say that, it's because I just dropped that 13 mil, 12 mil, whatever it was. And we'll locate it here in a second. All right. Let's go ahead with this cover right. Let's get that tightened up. Had to stop and regroup there just a little bit. So I went ahead and dug up the 12 millimeter that I had dropped that was straight down in the back here. Tighten up our bracket. And dug out all the top bolts that had fallen out on me and kind of moved around. And this thing right here was down there. Had to dig it out because it goes up here. Let's just move it over here to the side and change the lighting again. There. We're ready for this big top cover now. Plugged in, plugged in, plugged in, plugged in. I'm just overlooking at everything I've got going on here. We're good. That plugs in right there. There. All right, bunch of tins to start right here. Got a Cadillac 2008 STS with some fuel injector problems, and if I get time, maybe I'll shoot that tomorrow. Got that one, that was a star bit, torque bit there and there. Okay, we got all those tins in there, so we can run all that down. I got to find one 12 mil that was over here. I haven't located that yet. I could be a little better organized, that's for sure. Whoops. Oh, I did check the torque on those shiny ones down in there. We'll again check all those with a little 1/4 inch ratchet go around. That thing tightens pretty good, but still got to get that torque bit in there. I just want to make sure these are down. Man, yeah, they are definitely fine. Say I still got to get that in there. I'm not going to let that float around like that. We got our wiper stuff to put in. We got that gray plug that I didn't plug in because I had to put that 12 down inside of that. So let's get it over there. There, clicked in. Rechecking all my wires. About that, I don't like. We're going to work on that a little bit too because I don't like that. Goes up into this, not to this one, but yeah. I got to unplug this again because that's not the right spot. I want things to be back where they came out of. That unplugged. There. Going to go on that side, I believe. We're going to plug this in later because I want to look at some of this. Oh, now I see it. This wire goes down and underneath, down here, and those goes into that bracket right there. Then we can plug this one in on this side. Right there. And one more plug coming around there on that back side. I just had it in my hand. Just had it in my hand. Plugged in right underneath that. What did I do with it? It's crazy. There it is. Jeez. Old, sore, and blind. All right. Looking back over all of my work, and all of my wiring now is engaged, except for this one. We'll do in a little bit. Top's on, we're plugged in. We do have the torque bit. We got a 10 mil right there in the front of this to mess with. I'm going to finish this up in the morning or sometime tomorrow. And then we'll put phase 2 of installing this whole unit in. Stay tuned. All right, it's a new day. We have got to put some little brackets and things like that on. There's one right here. All right, let's stop for a minute. My microphone's doing something extremely weird. Hold on. All right, let's start this part all over. We got a little bracket we had to put on right here, 10 millimeter, right there. All this is together. We have to put on the cowling for the wipers. All that. Let me go ahead and tighten that little 10 millimeter right there. Let's get this thing done early on a Friday morning. Let's see here. And gotta do this right. Thought that was it. Find all of our little 10 millimeter, put this thing together here. Uh, There we go. We're just putting this piece on right here. I didn't realize the camera was not into focus. Everything wasn't in the frame there. Let's see here. up everything a little bit. Just putting in that wiper transmission. Lining up that with the windshield, it just tucks right underneath it there. We got some 7s and some wiper arms to put on here, and the engine cover to put up in the front. I'm just going to set this here. We got this piece to do up in the very front. Let's switch camera angle to the rear of the car, and I'm not going to show buttoning up all of this other stuff. This is just minor details. Okay, in the back of the vehicle, you got to reconnect your battery over here, which I set down in there because I couldn't even get the trunk deck lid back open without this connected. Then your hybrid battery connection on this side. This one up and in and push down. Oh, let's find it there. All right, push it up and down. You don't push it down and lock it in, this vehicle will not start. So that's the gist of a 2008 Toyota Prius ABS pump and module assembly replacement. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped. I know it's kind of drawn out, but I appreciate everybody. See you soon.